So working at a school, I've realized that it's impossible to keep a kid on campus if they don't want to be on campus. Why do I know that? Because they're young adults and we got to give people a certain amount of grace in order to treat them like young adults because they are going to be adults going into society. Yes, they're students. Yes, their brain is still fully forming and whatnot, but they've got to have some autonomy to be able to make their own decisions. And if a kid's not going to be on campus, they're not going to be on campus. We just got to report it and whatnot and write them up for a referral or whatnot. Now, I remember I sat in this parent meeting. It was a parent meeting, and this student had left campus and ended up down at a local grocery store, probably a half mile away from campus. And the parents were getting on the administrators for not keeping their student on campus. And mind you, this is a bigger campus that I'm talking about here, and over 2,000 students. So it's not like a small school. It's not a massive school, but it's not a small school. And I'm sitting in there because I have a little bit of a campus monitor or security background. And I'm thinking, we can't actually keep a student on campus. We have nothing. All we can do is encourage them to go back. We can build relationships. We can try our best to keep them wanting to be on campus, but we can't forcibly make them stay on campus. And their parents are like, no, you need to absolutely keep them on campus. You need to figure it out. You need to prevent them from leaving. And in the back of my mind, and this is something I just didn't say, I'm like, at a certain point, it does come down to what are you helping your student realize about high school? Because we can't physically keep your student coming to school. You've got to send them to school. And I'm in a state that there's no like truancy law specifically. So it really does come down to the student and what the parents are willing to do in order to help their students stay on campus and want to continue to engage in school. And it was just a really interesting moment for me because that was the first time I'd really seen a parent completely put all of the responsibility on the school for something that the school really can't control. And it was just an interesting perspective, and it's just something that I had never really thought about while going to high school, but now being on the other side of that table, completely different thing to think about.